Hello and welcome back to In the Booth. I'm Amira Duggan, and today joining me in the studio is an up-and-coming rapper, but who has a lot of recognition from some very big names. Tone, welcome. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good. I've had a very busy week, and today was the first day I got to sleep in a little bit, and then now
we're here.
So it's a good day so far.
Yeah, well, hopefully it continues to be a good day.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we'll see. So we're going to hear your first song that you released, which will be the first song of the episode.
Okay.
And can you tell us what inspired this song?
Yeah. Do you want me to do that before or after?
Let's do it now. And then when people listen to Knee Deep. Oh, it's Knee Deep, by the way, FYI. Spoiler. Yeah. What inspired Knee Deep?
It might sound a little bit strange, but it being my first song is what inspired it, if that makes any sense. Like, I sort of knew. I went into the studio before I made that thinking, okay, whatever I come out of here with is going to be the first song that I actually put out there.
Oh, so you went in with the intention of releasing it.
The idea for the song was non-existent, but the idea that whatever I make today is going to be it was in my head, and I sort of put that pressure on myself. And then, we just went in there and was listening to beats. I sent over a beat that I'd found the night before, because the day I made Knee Deep, I'd gone to the studio in the morning, but I hadn't gone to sleep until like 5 a.m. that day, because I was up all night looking at beats and stuff, because I knew that I was going in, and I found one at like 3 in the morning, saved it. So we went in there, chopped it up for a little bit, and then he was asking, my engineer, he had a really good question for me that sort of kick-started it, and that was just, if you know people, this is people's first impression of you, then what do you want them to know about yourself? Which is why I wouldn't really say it's a very focused track, but it touches on a few different parts of, childhood, what my goals are within the music space and stuff like that, and it sort of has that instrumental build-up and sort of triumphant end, because I felt like that was that question was just looping in my head. This is people's first impression of you. What do they need to know? Yeah. How do you sell yourself? If this is your one chance, how do you sell yourself? So I just tried to give as much of me as I could in like 3 minutes.
Wow.
As possible.
And that's Knee Deep.
That's Knee Deep.
Which we're about to hear. So keep that in mind.
Obviously, for the sake of any listeners, I hope you guys enjoy it, but I actually don't like that song anymore.
What?
I feel like it's just an artist thing, but because you're constantly evolving and outgrowing your music, but there's so many holes I could poke in it now with delivery or even just my voice. I feel like I sound so much younger. It was actually last May, but I feel like I sound like a baby when I play this song.
So do you actually listen to any of your music?
No, unless I'm in the process of making it.
Yeah.
But I feel like, obviously I believe I make good music, but you can only listen to the same song so many times.
Yeah.
And when I get towards finishing up a song and the mixing and mastering part of it, I listen to it 1,000 times. So by the time it releases, I don't want anything to do with it. It's on to the next.
Do you feel like that's partly because obviously when you're in it, you're so like tunnel vision in the song, that then going back into that, like listening to it again would take you back there, and that is quite disorienting when you're trying to make new music, or no? Yeah,
it can be. You know what, tell a lie, I do listen to myself sometimes for reference, like I just said about Knee Deep, to see like, okay, I like this last song I put out, but what could I have done better there? But to answer your question, yeah, and I think that, and the fact that when you hear a new song that you didn't create, right, you've got that excitement of if it's something that really grabs your ears, you can learn the words, you maybe get to go and see it performed, and things along those lines. And that plays into it for me as well, right? Because as soon as I play one of my songs, say on Spotify, I don't need to learn the words, or I don't have the excitement of doing that because I wrote them already. Or if I'm really in love with a song, like J. Cole just put out his new project.
Yeah, did you listen to it?
I cannot wait to go and see that get performed. But I'll never be able to get to see myself perform.
That's really interesting. I'd never thought of that.
So,
Yeah.
It's hard for me. I'm in love with the creation process, but it's hard for me to fall in love with my own music as a listener, because there are aspects of that listening experience that I'll never actually get to enjoy.
Yeah, because it's already been spoiled. Spoiler alert. You've
Yeah.
done it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so true.
I don't play an album. I won't play, in future when I drop a body of work, I won't get to press play and wonder who the features are.
Yeah.
Or wonder what this is going to sound like. I'll just already know. So it's hard for me to fall in love with my own music. For me, anyway. Maybe some people love their own music. I feel like you're supposed to. But yeah, I just love the creation part of it.
Because that's what's so fun about, like, when someone drops something new, you listen to it for the first time, it's like all fresh and you're trying to like hear every part of it. You've already heard every part of it.
The only thing that excites me is maybe potentially getting to a certain level of notoriety one day, that some of these YouTubers or streamers that I like to watch when a new body of work drops. Do you know what I mean? I'm quite big on watching reactions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I like seeing what different elements speak to different people. So, like, for example, with that J. Cole album that he's just dropped, I probably watched about 30 full reactions to that album.
Damn.
Because I find it really interesting seeing how one song is a 10 out of 10 for one of those YouTubers, and then the next one looks like he's going to fall asleep.
Yeah.
And that the things that most consistently across all of those reactions land with people, and the things that most consistently grab ears, I will then sort of take that knowledge and try to apply it to whatever I'm making on that day.
Wow. That's really, like, analytical and strategic.
Yeah. It's not something I've been doing for super, super long, but I feel like you would have heard from Knee Deep, in comparison to the things that have come after and are coming later, there's a very big improvement, at least writing-wise, I believe. And I think that's partly because of it. Because I don't ever stop consuming music or people talking about music.
Yeah.
So I'm just always, I like that. I like the knowledge that comes with that.
Wow. I've never actually enjoyed listening or enjoyed watching reactions, but maybe I will now. I'll give it a go and think about it from that perspective, because I bet as an artist it's very useful.
Yeah.
Especially if you're, go J. Cole then. Helpful that he dropped the album.
Yeah, very, very helpful. I'm gutted that he's not retiring, but
yeah,
depending on where the music thing goes for me, it might not be very likely that I ever get to have a track with J. Cole, and that would have been exciting. I'm still going to try, even if he's retired. If he's still alive when I'm at whatever my peak is, I'll harass him. I'll get the feature.
You can send him this.
No, I will.
Get him on. Well, let's hear Knee Deep, and then we can talk a little bit more about it.
No worries.
Oh my God, that's true.
Pressure. Put that on myself on a daily. Not in my DNA to be lazy, motivated, or just crazy, maybe. Either way, I'ma take it in stride. Give this all I can give till I die, cause I wanna live and not just survive. I deserve it, I've been working, I've been hurting. I know you only see on the surface and can already tell I'm not perfect, but I show all my pros and problems with honesty. Somebody tell me I'm worth it. That's what I would say as a person that's needy. But believe me, I've been knee deep in the deep end, using shallow thoughts as a pretense, trying to keep feelings a secret, not to seem weak. But the key is not to lock yourself away just for your your ego, dodge the help you seek all for your pride. Sacrifice integrity for C notes, you can't take it with you when you die. It's not about money for me, no amount of cash gonna register, cause I wanna make change with notes. Got receipts for stories I'm selling, but it's not where I've been, it's about where I'm going now. When these beats, I feel like I'm showing off. If I'm showing up, then I'm showing out. I'm ready for whatever's going down, never slowing down. Maybe that's better for me. Should be working on bettering me, but my heart gets the better of me. I'm in my element, see. Burnt out, I never could be. So I go back to back on tracks and back again. Maybe platinum plaques are at the end. Maybe I don't make it and remain this average man. Be damned if I pretend. I'd be happy living off these wages. Least I get to say I made these songs. Never will I claim to be tough. Nobody can tell me I ain't strong. Social and approachable, I'm overly emotional, not weak. Okay. Never been part of the streets. Okay. Still we the struggle and plead. Okay. Still I grew up around powder trees, the bullets, the blades and fiends. All of the people that I had to leave, so I'm gonna chop down this family tree. Planting a seed with my greatness. I'm so close to my dream, I can taste it. I know all that I needed was patience. I'm nowhere near where I wanna be, honestly, but a long way from the fighting. Bed bugs biting in the kitchen with the rats and the roaches. When I was in class, I was lacking in focus. Now I'm zoned in, I know you noticed. Hopeless, swear I was hopeless. Shit that a soldier, weight on my shoulders, heavy like boulders, with a mind like stone. Dye my heart in these lines like gold. I really live what I told when spitting these flows. The feelings are old, the lyrics are cold. My spirit is bold, the kid is all grown. You hear that shit in my tone.
Is J. Cole a dream feature for you, would you say?
Yeah, definitely. Only because I don't know how to say this without sounding like a bit of a dickhead, but especially as a rapper, as an artist in general, you have to have confidence in yourself. But as a rapper, you really have to believe that you're the best or that you can be the best.
Yeah.
If you don't subscribe to one of those ideas, there's no point in doing it.
Yeah.
Because there are thousands of people out there that believe that, and it will take them farther than you. You have to have confidence. You have to believe that you're either number one,
yeah,
or whoever's up there, you can knock them off. To me, as far as, mainstream superstar, just pen game, there aren't many people that can touch Cole. But obviously, I'm a rapper myself.
Yeah.
I'd like to say I'm a good one.
I would say you are a good one.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And I'd love the opportunity to get him on a track because I think I can out-rap him. Or I'd like to try my best to out-rap him.
Yeah.
I think I like the idea of him hearing what I put down and being surprised and being like, oh shit, I actually have to come with something.
And responding to that.
Yeah. The idea of going back to back with someone and that I know that they're capable of some crazy writing and I know I'm capable of that and just, yeah.
And J. Cole is definitely capable of that.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, yeah.
He's J. Cole.
1,000%.
He's J. Cole.
Yeah. And his new album is great. I love when my favorite albums are the ones that have like a disc 1 and disc 2. And so I was very excited when his album had a disc 1 and disc 2.
Okay.
Yeah. But back to Knee Deep.
Yeah.
I really like the cover art for this album. And I think it's interesting because it tells its own story before you even hear the song.
Yeah.
You just look at the cover art and it's already got you thinking. And so, like, was it you who led on the vision for the cover art, or did you?
Yeah. So I didn't paint it because I can't paint, but the idea was completely mine. I saw it before it was painted. You know what I mean? I had that exact image in my head. I just needed someone that could execute it, even down to the art style, because it's not the most detailed thing in the world, and like the character's faceless and stuff like that, but everything is intentional. There's not a single part of that wasn't already in my head.
Wow.
And okay, so let's start with the story. To get the cover art, one of my closest friends from secondary school days, his partner, who's also a good friend of mine, does art and painting, and I think she's really good. Her name's Madison. I don't know the IG off the top of my head, but I believe it's like Madison Morris Art, something along those lines. You should check her out, very good. But yeah, so I just approached her and sort of said, hey, I have this idea. Do you think this is something that you could execute if you wanted to do it? And obviously, I'd pay. At the time, I had like no money, but I believe artists should be paid for their work. Yeah. So I think I got that and another painting in the same art style for a future cover art that nobody has seen yet.
Interesting.
I think I managed to scrape together like 300 quid or something.
And paid her for...
To pay her for that. But yeah, so that's how I got it. And then she came down and just delivered them both to my house within like 2 weeks, which is sick. And I love them. They were actual paintings, and in order to get them digitally, rather than like just taking a picture and cropping it, because my phone camera was trash, I took the paintings into work once they dried and scanned them on the printer, so I could send it to my phone. So that's the story of how I got them, and the story behind it is some of the stuff I touch on in the song. Do you know what I mean? Like the childhood and sort of crazy background that I'm coming from. And, you know, ideally, sort of things you're trying to get away from, especially in the future when I have my own kids. I don't want any of that stuff them to have to go through those things. And where I have such a big family, and even just the areas that we were in, it's very easy to get caught up or get trapped there. You know, it's like the idea came to me because I was just sitting there thinking that in this sea of people, there are so many hands trying to pull you under that water. And where it's so rare for somebody to excel in the places or the conditions that I've come from, it feels like it's almost looked at as impossible. And that is, but I'd like to believe that I can do it, and it's why I'm working so tirelessly and just constantly creating and on the go and doing all of this stuff while trying to still hold down a good job. Because I don't believe that it is impossible, but I know it to a lot of other people, and even people in my circle will look at it that way. Yeah. Which is why the cover art is obviously
the hands.
Yeah, you're on the water, the hands trying to pull you back, and there was an intentional choice of me running along the water to sort of represent that it's impossible trope. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Despite being in that sea of people, despite the hands, I'm gone. Yeah. See you later. And that's the idea I had for the cover.
Wow, that's really beautiful. Were you thinking of that while you were in the studio making the song, or did that kind of come after you'd reflected on the song?
No, it was in the same. I think the first playback. I like to listen to music with my eyes closed and see what I can see. That helps me come up with cover arts and stuff like that. And once we whacked out the whole song and it had like a relatively clean mix on it, I just put the headphones on and just closed my eyes, and then that was the story that I saw. Wow, that's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. Thank you.
And you mentioned, obviously we've spoken about J. Cole and wordplay, and your wordplay has been fire since Knee Deep.
Thank you.
And so I'm interested, alongside J. Cole, who inspires you lyrically and musically, I guess, but mostly lyrically?
Lyrically, it's a bit of a weird one, but I'd say battle rap. Oh. A lot of battle rappers. I've been watching battle rap since I was 11, 12. Yeah. And they, obviously that isn't as musical, but they're very scheme and wordplay driven. Do you know what I mean? That's the upper echelon of battle rap, is all people like that can do things like that, like a Daylight or a Loaded Lux, who make music respectively.
Yeah.
Specifically Daylight, I really enjoy. I think he's one of the best writers in the world.
Oh, interesting. I've not listened
He was
to
on
him.
J. Cole's last album. There's a song with J. Cole, Daylight, and Absol.
Yeah.
And that song perfectly encapsulates the sort of stuff I was listening to growing up. Because it's just 3 10 out of 10 lyricists. And they're doing the back-to-back thing. And just from the first bar, it's got like 3 meanings. Do you know what I mean? And it just never stops.
Yeah.
And because I've been consuming that since I was, like I said, 11, 12 years old, it just sort of come naturally.
Yeah.
Where I was such a fan of it, when I decided to pick up a pen and see what I could do with it, it was just, it was just instinct. And because I've written so many songs now and so many verses like that, it becomes second nature. I can't remember the last time I wrote a verse or a chorus for a song and it didn't have
another meaning,
a double meaning, or at least wasn't some big metaphor or quadruple entendre or something.
So it is just completely natural to you.
Yeah, it's not something now that I put too much thought into.
Yeah.
With Knee Deep, there's, for example, right, that was the first song I put out, and there's a section in that where I say, this is back when I used to think about it and like try and make things connect. Which is, I think that's part of why I don't like that song anymore as much as a listener, right? Because I know as well that I was trying a bit too hard to write cool things. But there's a section of that where I say it's not about money for me. It's not about money for me. No amount of cash is going to register because I want to make change with notes, got receipts for stories I'm selling. But obviously it has the change notes, cash, register, receipts, and it, even if you listen to it, it's like chronologically how you'd get to the receipt, right? You register the cash, you get your change, and you get your receipt.
Yeah.
So even that goes chronologically. And at the time I wrote that, I thought it was really cool, but I spent too long trying to think of that. To me, that feels simple now. But obviously that might just be where I've wrote so much now. Or I've tried to work on freestyling as well, so I can come up with sort of crazy bars sometimes off the top of my head now a lot easier. Obviously, I work my full-time job, and then every hour outside of that, even if I'm sitting and watching a movie, it never really turns off. It's not something that you can turn off because you don't choose when inspiration hits you.
Yeah, that's very true.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't. Sometimes you have to go and find it, especially in the climate of music that we're in today. I don't think there's enough of that going around. You really have to go and search for inspiration. So even when I'm, you know how beforehand you said that it was analytical?
Yeah.
The way I was thinking. That, I carry that everywhere, right? So when I walk in a room, even like this room, my brain is firing off, okay, if I had to write a song about this room, what would I do? And then I just look at the objects in the room.
Interesting.
The words that we're exchanging. Yeah, it just never, my brain just doesn't turn off, which is probably why I'm such a night person. Because everywhere else is quiet.
So where do you go to find inspiration then?
That's a good question. I found a lot of it outdoors recently, in either in nature or the last few weeks it's been London. I love it.
Yeah.
Probably, I know people that live here hate it, but
yeah,
I'm not used to the hustle and bustle yet, so I love it.
I love the hustle and bustle. I don't necessarily love the London weather, I don't think. Like I love...
No, but I feel like the weather universally across
it's
the
just,
country
yeah,
is just
fair. I don't know, I just feel like sometimes in London it can make everything, like the buildings are grey, and then when the sky is grey, it just then all feels grey. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
But I
true.
do love the chaos.
I like the
Chaos is like addictive.
And I don't know why London is like, I feel like if you live in the UK and you're a creative, you either spend your time in London or you don't create enough. Because I could, like if I were to leave my house, I could probably walk for miles and miles and not see one fashionista or one person. Because I feel like with like artists, people that are really into fashion, you can just sort of look at them and tell. Do you know what I mean? People like that
Yeah.
are typically, people in this space are more expressive.
Yeah.
Probably got a bit more prep in their step because they're just confident.
Yeah, definitely.
And I could walk for miles where I live and just not see that anywhere. But you can't turn a corner in London
And not see.
without seeing somebody with like jeans the size of an IMAX screen or, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Two different pairs of headphones on at the same time
Yeah.
for some reason.
Well,
But I love that.
Yeah.
People aren't afraid to be themselves here. And I just like that.
That is very true. I feel like in London you definitely can't be anyone, and I don't think it's the same in every capital city. Like we were talking about Amsterdam before this. I definitely don't think it's the same in Amsterdam.
No, I wouldn't say so. Yeah, I'd have to agree with you actually. I don't think it is.
There's something special about London.
There is something really magical
Yeah.
about London. It's such an epicenter for expression
Yeah.
and creation. I can't think of another city anywhere that is that way. Your mind probably jumps to America, maybe somewhere like LA or New York, but
Yeah, New York, I feel like.
New York, yeah, probably New York is probably the closest thing to
Yeah.
London. You've got your fashion week out there and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Well, kind of on London, one question that I did want to throw to you is that you released a freestyle to the Alpha House beat.
Nuts.
There we go. Yeah. About football.
Yeah.
And I want to say, have you ever tried? And like, you're an Arsenal fan, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same. So what is your favorite topic to write about?
What is my favorite topic to write about? That's a really good question. I actually don't know.
Fair. Well, I guess you kind of write what speaks to you in the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Potentially.
I think, I'll tell you what, my favorite and least favorite topic to write about is probably when I write about things going on in the world. Right, things larger than
Interesting.
myself. Whether
Yeah.
that's something that is sort of politically charged, whether it's about a conflict going on,
Yeah.
something along those lines. I love writing about those things because I know myself and I know that no matter how big, how successful, etc., I might get, I know I'm never going to stop doing that. I feel like there's so much pressure, especially in this industry, to sort of suppress where you stand with your morals and things that you care about. But I've always been that way. My friends always used to say, like, oh, you care too much about this person, that person, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you don't, they're all the way on the other side of the world. Why do you care about them?
Yeah.
But
You do.
they're people.
Yeah.
They're people. And there's so much crazy shit going on in the world. And I don't know. It's, yeah, to me, I like writing about those things because it excites me about the idea of standing on those morals, expressing those opinions, shedding light on those things, potentially seeing success through that, and
Yeah.
then being able to use that success to contribute to helping in
I
these
really
places,
respect that.
if that makes sense.
Because it is, as you said, like, it's so easy to not like hide, well, yeah, just like not speak out, hide that part of you,
Yeah.
because in the creative industries, like, people don't really speak out as much as,
Not at all.
I think it's highlighted in creative industries because there's an expectation to speak out. Like, if you're a finance banker who's doing really well, you know, you don't have the same platform as if you're a musician or an actor
Exactly.
doing really well.
I feel like, I don't know, I just find myself feeling this. I don't know if it's rich for me to say because I'm not in their position yet, right? I haven't seen the level of success that an A-list, B-list star rapper or artist in general has seen, at least not yet. But I find myself so disappointed when, you know, I'm following an artist, especially when it's somebody who in their earlier career used to do it, or in their younger days. Do you know what I mean? They'd speak out against,
Yeah.
especially hip hop. It's rooted
In politics.
fuck the government,
Yeah.
fuck the
Yeah.
police.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
guys are racist. You tax us too much. You're this,
Yeah.
you're that. Fuck you guys. that's where it originated. That's the heart and soul of it. And for you to see all these things going on in the world, do you know what I mean? I won't list them, but I'll be here all day.
Yeah.
But you know
there's
what
a
I
lot.
mean? When I say that, we all have different things come to mind. There's so much going on. But to see how there's so many people out there with no voice.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They can't express themselves the way they want to. I feel like we take so many things for granted, and I feel like if there are people with no voice, and then there is you with a platform who can be a voice to millions, billions nowadays of people,
Yeah.
you have a responsibility there.
Yeah, I do agree. I think you, like, what you said there about, like, people who can't express themselves, it's easy to forget as a creative or, like, a whatever thing you are creating that, like, it just is a privilege to create. And it's a privilege to be able to express yourself. And I wanted to ask about this later, because I wrote down one of your lyrics in one of your more recent songs, which is, I vowed to make more than statements. And I wanted to ask you what you meant by that, because when I first heard it, I immediately went to, like, activism, you know, like speaking out about things. But then I was thinking about it more. I was like, maybe he means, you know, just expressing yourself more authentically and being expressive rather than just like hopping on a beat. And
it's there's definitely an element of truth to both of those things, but you were definitely more on the money with the first one. It's just, like I just said, leading on from what we was just talking about, that there are people who just have a platform and do nothing with it, or there are people, and I dislike this type of person way more than the other person. There are people that have a platform and sort of masquerade as if they're doing something with it, or as if they care about this cause or that cause, or people who pretend to care about other people suffering because it's trending, or people that, you know, like if you're an artist and you're fortunate enough to be quite successful and quite financially well off, and, you know, publicizing your donations and stuff like that, who are you doing that for? Because there's a good chance that a lot of these places, conflicts, people that you're donating to, they probably can't access Instagram. So it's not so they can see it.
No.
Who do you want to see it?
I do.
You want validation.
Yeah. You want people to know that you're doing it.
Do you know what I mean? And that's just, I don't know. It's very me personally, but
no, it's
because even the seeking validation aspect, like as an artist, you know, you're supposed to be expressing yourself.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be freely expressing yourself and doing that with confidence. That's the beauty of being a creative.
Yeah.
Is that you're able to do that, and putting things up for validation from people. It just tells me you're not authentic. It also tells me you're not confident, which, if you're not confident in yourself as a creative, then to me that takes away from your art. It's like if someone says, I'm the best rapper alive, and then puts out an entire album like questioning, maybe I'm not that good of a rapper. I can't enjoy that song where you go, I'm the best rapper alive, because I know you're lying.
Interesting.
It just ruins it for me. It just takes away from it. That's such a yap answer. I'm waffling so much.
No, it's good waffle.
I mean it, but I'm just talking.
Because it actually leads me on to something else that I wanted to ask you about, Candle Wax, another of your songs, which is really vulnerable. I mean, all of your songs are very vulnerable, but what is it about rap that allows you to be honest and vulnerable, do you think?
I can't be judged. Right. If I'm writing down my authentic experience, I can't be judged by my phone as I'm typing it in. The beat's not going to judge me.
Yeah.
My engineer's not going to judge me. Not if he wants to get paid. No, I'm joking. Pretty much the entire creative process, do you know what I mean? You might judge the sonics of things as you're making things, but in terms of what I'm talking about, there's no judgment, because all of the creative process is either a solo venture or I'm around people that know me and have seen my upbringing and they know the stories. So if anything, we put more passion into those.
Yeah.
Because they know, like, oh my God, I remember seeing all of that happen. Let's make this sound good. And then past that point of releasing the song, then whether somebody judges me for it or not is irrelevant.
Yeah.
Because that's your right to do. Just as I express my right to create, once I put it out to the masses, it's yours to have. So if you choose to enjoy it, learn from it, laugh at it, hate it, that's up to you. That's the beauty of art.
Yeah.
I make it, and the creation process is for me. The listening experience is for you. So there's no part of it where I feel judged, because once it's released, I don't look at it as mine anymore.
Interesting.
It doesn't belong to me.
Wow, that's really interesting. I guess this is what I was going to ask you when we were talking about J. Cole, which I completely forgot. This has reminded me. When you're looking at all these people reacting to albums, and as you said, like, some people love certain songs, some people like get bored by certain songs. Like, you must find that reassuring then when you're creating your own music.
I'm stress free. At the minute on DSPs, I have 6 songs out. It's about to be way more, but at the minute it's 6.
Yeah.
And I have my favourites when I go on there. And when out of the 6 songs, obviously I go to my friends and stuff, and my boys and all that. Every time I release a song, I'm like, oh, listen to this. Because I really appreciate honesty. So if they think it sucks, they'll just tell me, and they'll be like, I hate that song.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, great, thank you. But say I send it to 100 people, right? Or show it to 100 people. Every one of them has a different favourite. Every one of them has a different least favourite. Every one of them, I like when you did this melodic part. Then the next person I ask will be like, relax with the auto-tune. But the wordplay was sick. And then the next person I ask is somebody maybe who listens passively to music and they're not there for the wordplay. And they're like, listen, I didn't understand any of the punchlines, but the beat was great.
Yeah.
And that's a never-ending cycle. And I consume music the same way. So just like what we was just talking about, as soon as I put a song out there, I'm not worried if people are going to like it. Yeah. I'm not worried about it because once it's released, it's not for me and it's not just for you. So if one person doesn't like it, that's great because there's 8 billion other people on the planet. Yeah. Someone's got to like it. Yeah. And if none of those people like it, then I should probably pack up my things.
Well, no, I guess so for you then, that's a really interesting, like, very non-attachment way to, I guess, be releasing music, which is quite freeing, I guess. But for you, it's more about the creation process and, like,
it's just... The art it's an extension of myself, right? It's the same way that people, rightly so, preach that you shouldn't get caught up in what other people think of you, right? Like, depending on which one of my friends I'm around, if I wear this outfit, I'll either get laughed at or I'll be the best dressed in the room because it's completely subjective. Yeah. Everybody on this planet has different likes, dislikes, fashion taste, music taste, movie taste, food taste. Yeah. Political opinions, everything. There's not a single person on this planet that is the same as you. So why would you operate trying to live up to their standards or impress other people? And I live like that and I just carry that into music because music's just an extension of me. Yeah. I'm not making it for you to think it's cool. If you do, I love that. Yeah. You know, everyone likes a compliment. I'm wearing my aftershave because I want to smell nice, but if someone stops me and says, "Oh, you smell great," thank you.
That is also a great compliment.
As a man, that's probably the best one you can get. Thank you. You know what I mean? It's nice to receive a compliment, but then if I was walking past someone and they said, "Oh, that's a bit strong, mate," well,
is that it is?
That's why I'm wearing it.
So that you obviously, it makes me think about social media because obviously on social media, everyone feels a lot more free to share their opinions, which is not always positive. You've been posting a lot on social media. So where does that kind of stand in your relationship with music?
I cannot stand it. I hate social media.
Really?
For that reason that you just said.
Yeah.
It gives people that you know what, I'm going to completely contradict what I just said. Some people shouldn't have confidence. Right? if you know, if you've got, but it gives people that just don't have that bravado outside a level of anonymity, a level of confidence to just abuse other people or just be hateful for no reason. Yeah. It gives you a platform to be racist, sexist, homophobic, transphobic, whatever. It's just things that you wouldn't do outside. No. Because you get your head stamped on. But online, nothing happens. And if they delete your account, you just make another one.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. I believe in consequences for actions. I feel like it's how you grow as a human. And I feel like social media sort of eliminates consequences. It's just people are just not... Yeah, people aren't authentic enough on there. And then the ones that really are themselves, like you said, are people that are...
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They've got some questionable views.
Yeah.
So it's just, it's not a space I enjoy being. But unfortunately, in this day and age, if you want to be an artist, it feels necessary.
I think it is great for, you know, like you can, like you've been building your audience and you've been able to connect with a community, which before social media, you'd have to kind of rely on, you know, a label, a manager and all these external people to like facilitate you to do that. But social media cuts out all of that and you can just get connect straight with the fans, which I think is really great. But as you said,
there are definitely positives. I'm glad that you said that. Actually, I should probably be a bit more grateful for social media because the community aspect is really nice. I love seeing familiar faces, even if it's just liking a video or leaving a comment, like people that have found me through one post and maybe followed me 6 months ago, and every single time I put something up, they're there. Yeah. Or they're DMing me once a week, replying to like one of my stories or saying like, oh, the new song's great, offering a bit of constructive criticism, or asking me, yo, did you listen to the new Baby Keem album? What did you think? I love that. Yeah. I really like that people engage in that way, because I'm just as much of a music fan as I am a creator. Mm-hmm. So
I think you have to be, no?
Yeah. And I know how passionate and excited I get to consume it and to talk about it. And the fact that I am a part of that for someone else, even at the minute, if it's like 3 or 4 people, do you know what I mean? That's a crazy feeling. Like the idea of people actually waiting, thinking, oh, when is song going to drop again? That's a crazy feeling. Yeah. I've been very fortunate that it's not just social media that has taken off it. A lot of it's translated to streams, you know. There's been a good amount of people actually coming over, taking the time to stream the music. Yeah, because that is, I guess, the risk with social media is that you can blow up on social media like you've been doing. I mean, you got, what was it, 800,000 views or something on one of your freestyles, and like messages from the big dogs. Yeah. That's of all the videos as well. Obviously, I'm proud of my wordplay and my writing, but I was standing in the middle of work with my hard hat on and my high-vis jacket. Yeah. And I was just like, this was the start of like the method of, because I've seen so many people use it now. I get credited in quite a lot of videos of people doing the same thing. But that whole idea of, do you remember when insert rapper said this? Yeah. And then you chuck out some of your own bars there. Obviously, because of the level that I'd like to think I write at, when I say a Dave, a J. Cole, a Skepta, people stick around until the end of the video because they believe it. So then when I hit them at the end with the reveal of, well, they never actually said that, it was me. Yeah. And I've repeated that method since, and I think, like I did one, do you remember when Skepta said, bang, some of my own bars, reveal at the end. I did that I think like a week ago, and I think that's sitting at like 150k or something. Wow. So it works, it's not just a one-time thing. But that was the first one. And I think it helped, because that was the verse where I was scheming through UK rappers.
Because it's on Piece of Cake. No, that's
It
the
is. It is. And I was scheming through some of like the legendary UK rappers, and I think that's probably why it got as many cosigns as it did and caught the attention of as many rappers as it did, because half of them are in the verse. Do you know what I mean? So they probably...
Yeah, that's insane that, like, yeah, half of them are in the verse and then commenting on your verse. Like, that recognition, that must have... What did that mean to you?
Oh, everything. The main one for me was probably Skepta, I'd have to say.
Yeah.
Because I'd spent... I'm not someone who gets gassed very easily, especially off social media, because I don't even like it. But obviously, I'm at work, like as normal. I chucked that video up early into my work day. So I'm just working as normal, sweating in my PPE, going about the day. And then every time I'm coming back into the cabin and checking my phone, it's like, Chip commented, Nux started following you, this person, that person, this. And I was like getting gassed throughout the day. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is a good day. And the day started flying, and then I felt like the post started to calm down a bit. I was like, okay, it's had a nice little burst at work. It's going to die off now. Great. It's a good video. And I think it was sitting at, I want to say like 340k or something like that. I went to my sister and brother-in-laws, who are like two of my best friends in the world, for dinner that day. Me and my partner went there. 4 of us were just chilling, chopping up, having a Chinese. And he is a massive Skepta fan. Massive Skepta fan.
Yeah.
Obviously, I thought the post had calmed down, so we're just chopping it up about the day. I'm talking to him like, oh yeah, this person, that person. He recognises some of them, doesn't recognise the others, so he's like, oh, it's cool. We finished dinner, and then I checked my phone one more time before I leave, and the views had doubled in the time it took me to eat dinner.
Wow.
And then obviously I check the comments, and I think it's Skepta, and I don't say anything, and I just turn my phone around and it's Skepta. Oh, yeah, the excitement at that. Obviously it's just a comment, but especially this early on, like I didn't take up the social media thing until the new year, January 1st. So everything that has happened,
which is such a quick turnaround,
is
6 weeks, no?
Yeah, 6 weeks.
Wow. And
6
that's
weeks.
just like, I think it's, I mean, kind of what you were saying before, like it's testament that you can blow up on social media, whatever, and like it's what's good about social media, it's what's bad about social media, but it's testament to like your music that is actually translating into streams, because that doesn't always happen, you know?
Yeah. It's like you said earlier, it's a gamble.
Yeah.
It's a really big gamble. But you only need, the important thing is building a loyal fan base. I think anyway. I'm not some guru. I just had a lucky month, but you know, I think like that post, for example, 850,000 people have seen that at this point, including some very big names. If I've come away from that with 10 people that are invested and like eager for my next drop, even one person out of, you know, nearly 1 million, I'm really happy with that, because the views and the high numbers and all that, it's cool, but especially on social media, popularity is fleeting. It comes and it goes, and just as quickly as it can hit you, it can disappear, which is, it sort of already is. Like I said, I'm having a couple pop up here and there, but it's just the nature of social media. I put that post up and then I'll put out one the next day and it will get 7 views. It's just what it's like.
Yeah, the algorithm works in mysterious ways.
But it's really nice to know that out of those 2 videos, one of those 7 views is here because he saw that other one. And he liked it and he wanted to see what's next. And now he's one of those 7. And then when I post again, he's one of those 400. And then when I post again, he's one of those 100,000. You know, it just, that means so much more to me than one high number.
That's really...
It's still exciting though, it's cool.
Yeah.
I'm not going to act like it didn't gas me up, but...
No, but I think what you're saying is right. Like, loyalty is hard to come by in the modern world. And when you can find that, especially when it's loyalty to what you're creating, it's even more special, I think.
It's, somebody being loyal to my art and my creative process is, I don't even know how to put it into words.
No, you
It's-
put
it's-
it into a song.
It's invaluable because it's reason for me to stay loyal to it. The way I look at it is I don't have to be loyal to that process.
Mm-hmm.
I could just walk out of here today and never make another song if I wanted to.
Yeah.
No, you can't make me make music. I don't have to be loyal to it if I don't want to. But this guy on Instagram is.
Yeah.
So if he's loyal to my art, what business do I have not being loyal to my art?
Yeah.
I have to be, because now it's not just my art that I need to be loyal to. Otherwise, I'm going to let this guy down.
Which I think leads back to what you're saying about like confidence. Like he obviously has belief in you.
Yeah.
If you don't have belief in yourself, then what are you doing?
I can't allow this random guy. Can't allow you to be more invested in my music than I am.
No.
Because I'm going to let you down. You've taken time out of your days to follow me, to engage with me, to consume my art, to give me feedback on my art. And you're still curious. You're still wondering where I am. You're still wondering what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So now it's not just the music I have to be loyal to. I also have you to be loyal to. And then as that number grows, it's just more and more and more reason for me to not let myself slip.
Yeah.
And for me to stay loyal to the music. You know, if there's because I like to ask on my stories online a lot of the times, you know, what sort of beat would you like to hear me on next? What sort of genre would you want to see me play around with? Who do you think would be a good feature? Something like that. Do you know what I mean? And I ask these things to sort of gauge, in a similar way to those reaction videos we was talking about earlier. Okay, what aspects of my music do you like? What do you like? What do you like? And the things that I've the most, do you know what I mean? Generally agreed upon, we like this. Yeah, I'm in the process at the minute of taking those things as a base and then just adding a bit of what's in here on top of that. And really liking what's coming out of it.
Yeah, so it is kind of, you include your fans in your creative process then, I guess, because which is really beautiful.
It is. It's fun. It doesn't feel like I'm making the songs by myself anymore. It doesn't, even with just like the small. Do you know what I mean? Even like, because like I said, that one or two people. If I have one or two fans, I'm not just making this music.
No, they're there with you making
alone
it.
anymore.
That sounds so cringy.
No,
but you know what I
in a
mean.
sense,
Like,
it's true.
yeah.
Because I can't go into the studio now and not think about a DM that this person has sent me.
Yeah.
Where he said, "Oh, I really like the beat choice here, and your flow, but this one bar stuck out to me for some reason." Or like, "Oh, I liked your flow on this other song more than the one before," and explaining why. It's impossible for me to go into the studio and not think about all of those things.
Yeah.
And that obviously will have an impact on what I'm making in the moment, in a positive way. Which is why I specify constructive criticism.
So before we wrap up the episode, we're going to hear another song of yours, which was the most recent single when we were first talking about you coming on the episode. But since then, you've released more. So we're going to listen to Such a Shame.
Okay.
And you kind of spoke about this at the start, and which is great because this is the whole point of the episode. But you mentioned that you've evolved a lot since Knee Deep.
Yeah.
So how would you say that you have evolved as an artist or in your music?
I'd say start with something basic, just the level of writing quality. So simple things like the wordplay, evolving, my breath control, intention. I'm not somebody who likes to waste a line. I don't like just saying something to fill in the gaps.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, sometimes if I need to write, say, 16 bars for a verse for something, and I manage to write 14, and then I hit a wall at the end, I will leave that alone for months until I think of the last two that make sense and I'm happy with them. I don't like wasting
Interesting.
lines.
Yeah.
And I feel like that I've just become more efficient with that, I think, over time as well, where I've sort of found my step, and I'm still finding my sound, but I found my confidence a lot more since then.
That's really important.
Yeah, it is. I believe what I'm saying, and I feel like I'm making it sound more believable. Yeah, so that's probably, yeah. If I had to say what I've improved, probably just confidence. I've, since putting that first song out, and in this short period of time of me actually being an artist, it's helped in every area of life.
Yeah.
For me to just be intentional, but care less about what the perception is.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like confidence is it's quite a difficult thing to grow, because when you first release something, that means you're not as confident as you could be. It's scary. It's scary releasing stuff, but confidence you only really grow, I think, through exposure therapy. So
that's an episode for another day.
Yeah. So before we listen to Such a Shame, I have 2 more questions for you. The first is very difficult. I don't know how I would answer it. So yeah, I'm just going to throw it at you. And that is, what are your current top 3 albums? And I say current because if I didn't say current, then how do you answer your top 3 albums?
Oh, okay. Current, J. Cole's The Fall Off would have to be in it. Sade, Love Deluxe. Any Erykah Badu album.
Okay.
I can't pick one.
Wow, you wrote that off so quickly. You had that. Okay.
Erykah, Sade, J. Cole. I've just been abusing them in my car, so it has to. If you're asking current top 3, it's them.
In your new car as well. You have a new car.
Yeah. I got
Speakers
it.
blasting.
Yeah. In comparison to what I had, that thing was falling apart, and the speakers were. I think if you put it in my previous car, if you put the volume above like 12.
Oh no.
Which you can go up to 100.
Yeah.
If you put it above 12, the car sounded like it was farting. So the new speakers probably will sound like that soon, because I'm absolutely battering them.
Yeah.
But yeah, everywhere I've been going, especially where I start early mornings, I get up at silly o'clock to go to work. That helps me wake up. That helps me wake up. Obviously, I drive responsibly and safely everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get in the morning now and just bang 100 volume, bassiest J. Cole song I can find.
The podcast which is not up but will be up. What have you brought to add to it?
Would you like me to go and get it quickly, or?
Yeah, go get it actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I bought the Knee Deep cover that my
Shut
friend painted.
up.
You can see. Yeah, it says Mads on the back, and
the
date, which was the 18th of April.
Oh my god! And it says good luck.
And this is good luck. Yeah, my first ever cover art. And it is yours now.
I feel so honoured. Oh my god, that's going to be so good on the wall.
That's all right. Where do you want me to chuck it?
I'll just hold it.
No worries.
So this is Knee Deep, as we spoke about. Oh my god, that is stunning. Wow. And now we're going to hear Such a Shame.
Oh yeah.
So thank you so much for joining me.
No worries.
It's been a great episode.
It has. I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
I really enjoyed. Yeah. So go listen to Such a Shame, which you will do right now, because I'm going to play it.
Do it.
Scars will never heal. Why am I fighting still? Is it the money? Is the fame? Is it because I want you to know my name? Is it to forget what we became? Oh, such a shame.
Such a shame. I'm giving a Hall of Fame verses that won't be released, selling stories of our sins to buy a Jesus piece. Lately everything I've read has had me feeling blue. I close my eyes trying to sleep and all I see is green. true colours, what a rolling stone rocks with. It's my time and they've clocked it. Watch this, people on my line that can't accept the fact they've crossed it. Thought that they were part of the plot and then they lost it. Love can really be a drug, they tried abusing it. But when you grow up around users, you get used to it. The universe requires talent, that's why I exist. The universe requires balance, that's why you exist. I'm trying to go from living down the way to paving it. And shout out to my engineer, no, he gon' savor this. Setting the tone, I'm living up to my name. Treat your life like a game and you'll be stuck. Getting played, boy, there's levels, it's all fire and shillings like Bowser's Castle. Who's trying to get stepped on, I'm feeling it partial. I make it look easy like Eba. I ain't never played midfielder for Arsenal. Look, I speak truth, they'll sleep on it. They call it woke shit, my lines, but their eyes wide open. Like a coke hit, you slide. You're a stand-up guy, must be joking, live a lie. Then it's only the mirrors where the smoke is. Tired of these overrated man, do you understand? Killer of a certain caliber, I'm like the son of Sam. I'm trying to take it farther than the motherland. I know it's unorthodox, but on the other hand, I'm from South where being poor is the typical stance. Still I can do big things with a little advance. Question marks on the board, fuck it, give him a chance. He's trying to build a monopoly properties when he passed. I don't want stones around my neck when I'm living in a glass house. To me that ain't the best look. Charity will give me more clarity than any VVS could. My version of success don't wanna check, I need a checkbook. I knew I was a king at 18, Russell Westbrook. It's been a rocky road, now I'm running up the steps. Took everything I had not to give in to their jabs. I just lock in with the verses and then hit them with my best hook. I'll sacrifice a goal, wrap circles round the star. They all pent up on the gram cause they ain't really about the bars. All I see is that in politics, there ain't a box I fit in if I'm looking left or right. How can I be forward thinking, let that sink in? Going dumb with the messages. Can't you see that these are more than just some clever words? I put my blood, sweat and tears into every verse. Signed, the greatest rapper that you never heard. It's such a shame.
I got scars will never heal. Why am I fighting still?